How to hire an architect for home remodeling. Hiring an architect for home remodeling is a great idea, but you should understand how much they cost. This article will explain how to hire an architect and interview them. You'll also learn how to avoid common mistakes. Once you have a good idea of the costs, it's time to design. Continue reading to find out how to hire an architectural firm for your home remodel. The cost of hiring an architect to remodel your home. An architect charges 10 to 15% of the total project cost. A good architect will help you avoid costly errors, save money, file correct permits, and prevent the contractor from making expensive mistakes. Costs can differ depending on who is doing the work and what the project entails. San Diego homeowners spend thousands on remodeling projects. Remodelers can spend as high as $10,000. They can hire an architect for anywhere between $2,000 and $9,500. You should do some research and compare fees to find the lowest price for the job. An intern may work at a much lower hourly rate than an architect. The hourly rate for a junior architect is between $125 and $250. You can expect to pay more for a principal architect, but this may also depend on the experience level and the size of your project. Interviewing an architect. It is important to hire an architect for your home design. He or she is the one who will design your dream home. An architect who is skilled at budget management and solving problems will be a good choice. To ensure you end up with the right architect, here are 7 questions to ask your architect. These questions will help you evaluate your potential architect's abilities and compatibility with your project. If you are considering hiring an architect to work on your home remodeling project, schedule a one-on-one meeting with the prospective architect. This meeting should last an hour or more. You can have the architect meet you at your house or at work. They can also show you their portfolios or describe their skills. While many architects do not charge for this initial meeting, find out if it is a necessity. Find a talented architect before hiring an architect. It is important to review the portfolio of their work. Visit their completed and in-progress sites to see whether they have handled projects with similar scope and quality. Get references, speak with them, and ask questions about their process and fees. Before signing any contract, make sure you have a clear idea about the time frame and the budget. Find out about their design process, payment options, and availability before signing on the dotted line. Residential architects have special interests and strengths, which is important if you want your renovation to meet energy efficiency standards. A residential architect must be able to communicate with you regarding your budget and ensure that the design doesn't exceed the limit. They should work within the budget you've set for the project. Ask about additional fees for revisions and design changes. Although architects are great at solving problems, they may charge more. Hiring an architect. There are a few things to look for in an architect before you decide to hire them. You should be comfortable discussing your budget and goals with the architect. Ask them questions so they can better understand you. Do not hire an architect that makes it difficult for you to understand, intimidate, or confuse you. You also want an architect who understands the nuances of a particular project and will help you decide whether a particular design is right for you. A good architect will understand your dreams and turn them into reality. I train them to understand what you want, but it also grinds them in reality, and that means they'll be able to help you make the best choices for your remodel. Although the cost of an architect is more, he can make your project run faster and prevent costly errors. If you are serious about remodeling your home, hiring an architect is worth the cost. For home renovations, it is worth hiring an architect. You might wonder why it is so important to hire an architect if you plan on remodeling your house. An architect is a professional who creates and changes plans for clients. Whether your home is a historic building, needs a complete makeover, or simply has an unusual layout, an architect can provide you with the design blueprints you need to meet city and state building codes. Although you might be able to hire a general contractor for most of your work, an architect is required for many reasons. It may surprise you at the time and effort that an architect can save. A good architect will save you time, money, and aggravation. A good architect will be familiar with universal design principles. They can maximize space and make use of materials and layouts. An architect is also your sounding board and advocate in the project. It can be a tough job to do all these things alone, and an architect can help you avoid the hassle of a construction project gone wrong. Important links: insurance claims, restoration services, home remodeling, roofing, solar installation, water and storm damage.